Super League clubs will always rule.
So all the conversations we're having at the minute, they all seem to be around restructuring, don't they? And I suppose that's the massive question that's on the table at the minute. What Widnes's view on the restructure or the restructuring and the governing body and things like that?
I think certainly mine personally perspective is very similar to Andy's, where I think we needed direction. I think we just needed something. It was just plateauing a little bit, and we need someone to take and say, this is what's going to happen, give them a bit of direction. And I think, you know, with the change in the governing bodies and what the structure like, I think it's all really linked. In terms of us as, you know, as Widnes, it almost is what it is. You know, we don't, Championship clubs don't have as much influence in a vote as Super League clubs naturally, but I think we just have to look at ourselves and let that just take care of itself, and then look at the criteria. You know, we do have, and although Mark said, I know what you mean by we're probably not ready for Super League, but we have ambitions to get to Super League. We've got a plan to do it. We want to be sustainable, right? You know, we can't have where Stephen O'Connor comes in and someone's pumping money and then he goes, I'm out, and then you go into liquidation. We can't have that. But we're just looking at what is it now. You know, we're business planning. We've got 4 different plans because we don't know what next year looks like. We don't know what the year after looks like. So we're looking now. We've planned 4 different scenarios for next year. That's quite difficult. But in terms of the governing body and structure, almost it is what it is. We can't change it, and we just have to try and see what can we do as Widnes to get up there. And in having those conversations, when they're talking about Super League with York, with Toulouse, with Bradford, why can't we be in there as well as London? I know we've got some way to go. You know, we're not naive to think that. We certainly want to be in those conversations.
I know we're probably talking a bit too many politics here, but do you think the Super League clubs have a bit too much power in all of this? Or do you agree with the structure?
That's a tough question. I think they do have power. Some of it is probably warranted. Some of it's maybe not, because they bring the money for the TV deal, right? And that's what people watch. You know, I think it comes back to my political answer is that we can't change it. As Championship clubs, we can't change it, and that's how it's going to be. Super League clubs will always rule. If we were in Super League, we would probably want a say more, or any club would want a say more over the Championship. But I'd still think then on the flip side, as somebody in the Championship, we must have a say as well, because what you do run the risk of is that Super League take over and then dictate what happens underneath, when actually the Championship clubs and the League One clubs particularly do need a say on what it looks like at the top and then going forward.
Not to say on that, Mark.